Upwork keeps getting saturated every day by day. The competition keeps increasing every day by day. So the earlier you get on the platform, the earlier you learn how things work and how you can actually maneuver your way to land your first client, the better it will be for you. So on this video, I'm going to explain to you guys 6 tips you can follow as a beginner to land your first client on Upwork. And in case you don't know me, my name is Mayokon. I'm a freelance video editor, a YouTuber, and also a businessman. And this channel, I make videos on these topics. So if you're interested in seeing videos under this topic, make sure you like this video and consider subscribing to my channel. And without any further ado, let's jump into the 6 tips to succeed on Upwork as a complete beginner. Tip number 1 is to be good at what you do. Yeah, I know you guys be like, I've heard this a lot of times, but yeah, you just have to keep repeating the truth to you guys. You know, the competition keeps increasing every day, like I said, and one of the ways you can stand out from the competition and actually attract high-paying clients or even attract your first clients is to actually be good at what you do. Because even with the fact that there are so many people on Upwork trying to look for a job, there's still one thing you guys need to understand, because I actually understood this when I actually signed up as a client on Upwork, because I don't only freelance on Upwork, I also give jobs to people on Upwork. So when I signed up as a client on Upwork and I posted a job, I actually realized that, well, there are so many people on Upwork, but not so many people are really good. Okay, I posted a job that I needed a video editor to complete a project, because at some point I got like completely choked with the video editing I do, and I had to outsource some of my projects to some people. So I realized that, wait, so many people apply for my job, but not so many people are qualified, you know, to be hired for my job. So many people are shit editors. They don't even know how to edit. Like, they're really bad at it. Okay, and for that reason, I'm gonna like scrape these guys out and, you know, not consider them, and, you know, consider the few that are kind of qualified and, you know, interview them. Okay, so for you to like succeed on Upwork as a beginner, which is not easy because you're a beginner, most clients want to like work with people that have experience on Upwork. But for you to succeed on Upwork as a beginner, tip number 1 is to be good at what you do. So regardless of whatever skill you do, make sure you are good at it. If you're a video editor, you're a programmer, you're a email marketer, you're a copywriter, you're a graphic designer, UI UX designer, whatever, full stack developers, I can keep listing and keep listing. But then regardless of what you do, you need to like just be good at it and make sure you are not part of the 90% of freelancers on Upwork that don't know what they are doing. Like, they're just beginners in their skill set and they just decide to look for work instead of actually concentrating on being good at their skill. Okay, tip number 2 is to build a great profile on Upwork. So what does building a great profile entails on Upwork? So this includes your profile picture, this includes your title, this includes your bio, this includes your intro video, this includes your portfolio and the likes. Let's go over these points and, you know, I'll explain to you guys how to do each of them and make sure it is right for your profile to look great. Okay, so first is your profile picture. Obviously, when a client is looking for a freelancer to hire, the first thing they see is your profile picture. Okay, so it will not be nice if they see your profile picture like so distracting, you're not smiling, you're like, your face is like strong, you're fronting your face, the background is completely distracting and unprofessional. That will completely send the client off. They're going to look at you as a novice. And most people, even if they are just looking for someone to do something simple that they want to pay $5 for, they always want to hire a professional. Okay, so you have to appear as a professional. If you have a profile picture where you just took a selfie with your phone, then you need to change that. Take a little money out of your hand and go to the studio and have a professional photographer to snap you in a nice background where you're smiling, and use that as your profile picture. That's tip number 1. If you have a branding color, definitely put your branding color as your background in the profile picture. Okay, the 2 is your title. Now this title is what you do. Okay, what you do in a nutshell. If you're a video editor, if you're a programmer, if you're a copywriter, whatever you do, what do you want people to know you for? Okay, now all these skills I just mentioned are all broad. Okay, if you're a copywriter, someone cannot just come to Upwork and post a job and say, hi, I need a copywriter. They'll be like, I need a copywriter for my adverts, I need a copywriter for my landing page, I need a copywriter for my sales page. Like, people have different needs for copywriting and also for programmers. I don't really know the sub niches of programming, but I have a friend that programs, that does programming, and I think sometimes he does web scraping and lead generation and stuff like that. So He cannot just come and put programmer in his title. He has to specify what does he do particularly as a programmer. Is it web scraping? Is it lead generation? Whatever. All those kind of things. Like I said, all the skills I mentioned are all broad, and you need to niche down because people are actually looking for specific thing to be done in that particular skill. I'm a video editor. Someone cannot just come and post a job and say I need a video editor. They most times come and ask for a particular thing on video editing. Someone can just post a job. I need a video editor to edit a wedding. I need a video editor to edit a birthday photo slide. Different things people post. So you need to niche down to two different things. Two max. Don't put three not so, but okay, put three max. Okay, because if I say two max, that might sound hypocritical because I think I have two or three on my own profile, but three max. Okay, don't put video editor for wedding, video editor for YouTube videos, video editor for VSLs, video editor for. You need to just niche down to 2 or 3 so that people know that, yeah, this guy is specialized for this particular thing, and in that way you get so many invites. I think there was a time where I changed my profile because, you know, while on Upwork I was using video editor only, professional video editor. I wasn't really getting invites, but when I niched down, I changed my profile to video editor and I put VSL video, podcast videos, and I think YouTube videos. That's the only 3 things I wrote. I started getting invites for VSLs. I don't know how many invites I've gotten for VSL in the month of June. Like May, June, last month, this month. I've gotten so many people inviting me for VSL because they saw it on my profile. I'm a VSL video editor. Okay, so niche down. This is how you write your title. Whatever skill you do, copywriting, right? Copywriting, first of all, then in brackets, write the specific niche you do. Write ad copywriting or sales page copywriting, landing page copywriting. Just niche down and put the 2 or 3 you particularly do so you can actually get invites from people. The next is your bio. Now this is the part where you can explain to people everything you do in general. Like, I'm a video editor, I do VSL, I do this, I do that, I do this. This is the part where you explain everything you do. You know, on your profile you put the particular things you specialize on, but in your bio, this is where you put everything you do. Anything like people can reach out to you for, put it there. Explain to them what they can get from you. Don't really need to like focus on yourself and tell them, and this is what I've achieved as a video editor or as a programmer or whatever you do. Don't tell them about your past history so much. They don't really care. What they really care about is seeing what you can do for them. What is in it for them? That's what they care about. So use your bio to write all this for them, what you do and how you can help them solve their problem. Okay, and one thing to ensure is that make sure, okay, there are 2 things you need to ensure. 1, make sure to use emojis. Don't just put blocks of word compact together like it's boring to read. 2, space your, okay, put emojis, space your work. Like, don't pack everything and without paragraphs. Make it easy for people to read. Okay, paragraph. Every paragraph should not contain more than 4 or 5 lines so that it's easy for people to skim through. Okay, I think also don't make it too long. If it's too long, then no one wants to read it because like no one has time. Okay, so people are rushing. They want to check so many people's profile. They don't want to spend so much time on your own profile. Okay, so keep that in mind. Then tip number 3 is to search for other talents in your niche and actually learn from them. This is something I did personally. So, you know, on Upwork you can search for jobs, but also you can search for talents. I think if you go to your search, you'll see a filter that says jobs and talents. Search for talents. Now if you are a copywriter, search copywriting and filter it by top rated or top rated plus, so that you can see big guys in the game of copywriting. Or if you're a programmer, search for programmer and filter it to top rated or top rated plus, so that you can see people that are really doing well in this your niche, and you can check their profile picture, compare to your own. Ask yourself, if you see their own and your own, which person would you hire if you were a client? Okay, so you need to try and look at their own and be like, okay, this person does this person did this and whatever, and you'll be like, okay, let me correct my own if there's a mistake. Look at their title, compare it with your own. Look at your bio, compare it with your own. Look at your portfolio, compare their portfolio with your own. Like, compare and contrast. If the gap between someone that is doing well and you is really far, then you're not doing a good job. You need to like bring the gap really close, so that in terms of skill sets, in terms of profile, you are close to them, and this will make it easy for you to get invites from other clients. This will make it easy for you to stand out and get jobs over other freelancers. Tip number 4 is to learn and improve daily. Now, this doesn't just apply to your skill sets. This applies to both your skill sets and Upwork. I don't have like a specific bio or a specific title that stays on my profile forever. I change my profile picture oftentimes. I change my bio, my title. I change things every time because I learn every day. Okay, you might be using this particular method, and at some point the trend will change and things will be going this other way. You need to change and follow the trend and keep doing what's working. Okay, like I said, always learn from people that are doing better than you. Follow what you're doing. If the person changed, you need to understand why did they change from this particular title to this other title and whatever. Just always improve, learn and improve. Don't stop learning. Like the day you stop learning is the day you stop earning. That's the day you stop improving your earning potentials. Keep learning from people that are doing, like, there are so many ways you can learn. You can learn by researching people on Upwork that are already doing well. You can learn by coming to YouTube just the way you're watching my video. You can learn that way. You can learn various ways. Okay, so learn and improve every day. That's tip number 4. Tip number 5 is to be consistent. Yeah, now this is something that I know you've heard lots of times. Yeah, but I have to just tell you the truth. I got my first job on Upwork 2 days after I signed up on Upwork, and my second job took me 3 months. Like, it's funny how I got my first job in 2 days and I was like, hey, I'm the boss, and my second job came like 3 months later. Like, I had to be consistent before I got like my second job. But like when I got my first job, I thought maybe that's how easy it is on Upwork. You get your first job and you just relax. You get your second job, you relax. You get your third job. But I saw no, I had to be consistent with everything. Consistent with improving your profile, consistent with sending proposals, which is the most important thing. As a beginner, you less likely receive invites. That's one thing I want to assure you. As a beginner, you've earned less than $1,000 on Upwork. You are less likely going to receive invites. Most likely, all the jobs, 99% of the jobs you're getting from Upwork, you are sending proposals. So forget about improving your profile and all that and just waiting for people to invite you to their job. No. People that get invites the most are the big guys. At this point of my career, I get like invites a lot. I've earned over 5,000 on Upwork. But when I got started, no invites. Like, no one wants to invite me to their job. I have to just keep actively applying to people's jobs. So in the beginning, be consistent with sending proposal, be consistent with improving your profile, be consistent with checking on Upwork every time, so you can just like land a handful of clients and at least get your first $1,000 on Upwork. Now, tip number 6, which is the last tip, is to be patient. Tying back to what I said earlier, that I got my second job 3 months after I got my first job. Imagine I was on patience and I just decided to give up. I wouldn't have gotten to this place I am right now on Upwork. I would have just like gone. Okay, so be patient. You might do everything right, be consistent and whatever, but if you think maybe in 1 month you expect to have gotten to $1,000, or you're expecting to get to $5,000 and maybe you've even gotten zero at the end of the day, you might decide to like, no, this is not for me, and you decide to leave. But no, maybe your first month you didn't even get any clients, your second month you didn't get any clients, your third month you didn't get any clients, but your fourth month you might actually get one client that's going to sign you for a long-term deal, which in a span of 1 year could earn you $10,000. Just one client. Like, I'm not kidding you. There are so many people in Upwork that have earned over 100,000 in total, and when I check their job, like I check their profile, I'll see that they've gotten just 4 jobs in total. I'm not kidding you. Like 4 jobs, one particular client gave them something really big, like a long-term work that they did for a year, and they earned like $50,000. It happens like that. So you need to be patient with this thing and not just give up because of things are not going your way. Okay, so just a recap of everything I said. Tip number 1, be good at what you do. Tip number 2, build a great profile. Tip number 3, search for other talents in your niche and learn from them. Tip number 4, learn and improve every day. Tip number 5, be consistent. And tip number 6, be patient. Okay, now like I said, I've earned over $5,000 on Upwork while freelancing, and I actually made a program where I explain everything I've learned personally on my own and all the things I've learned from other big freelancers in the game, and I put everything into a video course that's just going for a very little amount of money. And if you are a beginner, you've earned 0 or you've earned less than $1,000 on Upwork, I'll highly recommend this for you, because like I said, Upwork is getting saturated and competitive every day. The earlier you get to know what you're doing, the better it will be for you. And the best way to know what you're doing and actually get on track is to learn from somebody that's already doing well. Okay, so definitely check the link if you're interested. Check the link in the description below. The second bonus you get from this is that you can always ask me any question. If a client replied to you in your proposal and you don't know what to say, you can always reach out to me. Like, I'm always there to help. Okay, so you get a lot of bonus from joining my program. Okay, but regardless, you can also watch my other videos on my channel to learn things for free and try to make your first $1,000 or try to land your first client on Upwork. Okay, so with that said, guys, that will be it for this video. I hope you liked it and enjoyed it. Please like and subscribe to my channel if you like to see more content like this. And with that said, guys, I'll see you on another video.